Welcome back, students who need to get ahead or who need to review a little bit because it's been a while. This is Section 1, Unit 2 of Spanish Duolingo called Greet People. In this video, we're going to talk about vowel pronunciation, conjugating a new verb, hablar, which is our first AR verb, and just some situational awareness with some common phrases. First off, the nicest part about Spanish is how easy it is to pronounce compared to English especially. So over on the left bottom, I have some examples of the letter A in English and how it has a different sound for every single one of those words, depending on what region of the United States or Britain you're from. So sometimes the letter A can sound like a I, sometimes it could be or a or ah or o, or sometimes it can also be silent. But in Spanish, every vowel has one sound. A, I, O, U. And I want you to hear this in each one of these examples that I share with you. So for A, cama, papá, salsa, come, simple, hombre, importante, iglú, bicicleta, oso, imposible, otro, único, urgente, usar. Another nice thing about Spanish vowels is that their name is also how you pronounce them. So the name of these letters in Spanish is A, E, I, O, U. There is one occasion in which the letter U or U does not make a sound, and that's to maintain a certain pronunciation after the letters G and Q, or G and Q. So G-U-E, G-U-I is going to make Ge or Gi, guerra, guepardo, guitarra, guiar. And then Q-U-E and Q-U-I is going to make que or ki, queso. Que, queja. Aquí, arquitecto, quiero. Next, let's talk about the verb hablar, which means to speak or to talk. We take off that AR ending when we want to say that somebody is doing that. Remember that word that we learned in the last video, conjugating? It means to change the ending of a verb depending on who is doing that action. So if I am doing it, it's going to end in an O, just like with the other ones we learned in the last video. If we're saying that you are doing it, it's going to end in an AS, whereas in the last video, we learned that all of them so far end in an ES. So there's only two types of verbs endings for the to form that say you are. There's AS and ES. Okay? And then if somebody else, it doesn't matter if it's he or she or the dog or Bob, it's going to end in A. So hablo, I speak. Hablas, you speak. Habla, somebody else speaks or talks. Okay, last thing we want to talk about. In the morning, buenos dias. And that's the only time you'll say buenos with an O at the end. The rest of these other greetings end in buenas. So buenas tardes and buenas noches. And these are kind of based on what time of day or how dark it is or whatever. Sometimes people say buenas tardes for like good evening as well. But the big one is make sure that until noon you say buenos dias, and then as soon as noon hits, it's buenas tardes. Then, with the words that mean sorry, perdón and disculpe are pretty much interchangeable. It's what you would use to get someone's attention or to say, oh, excuse me, or forgive me, whatever. Lo siento is more like, I feel for you, man. That kind of a sorry. So the example that I always use as a teacher is if you are talking to someone and you found out that their dog got ran over and you feel bad for him, you say, lo siento. But if you were the one that ran their dog over and you feel bad and you're not saying, sorry, I feel for you, man, it's sorry, it was me. I was looking at my phone, which I shouldn't have been doing, or I was singing a really good Taylor Swift song. So, perdón, disculpe, you're asking for forgiveness. And that's it. That's it for this video. Have a great day, guys. Nos vemos. See you next time.